this is interesting. Since we have everything, I'm going to put this all on the top. Do I need to draw that? Yeah, I do want 3 so that I can, well. Go and get you some. Oops. I gotcha, baby. He could have a nasty little fling here, so we've got Dispel or Pace 7 or Counterspell. Should have waited to fetch after Rift. No. Not in my experience. Fetch, then Rift. Go and get. We are going to take this. Technically, we could block and still go for it, but what I think I do want to do at the end of the turn, though, is tap that Prism if he doesn't do anything else. Giga Drowse the Prism, and he doesn't have any red sources that I can see. Poink. We can go to 3, but not dead, I don't think. Mad respect for affinity. Come on now. I'll have to watch the replay on that 8-6. I don't feel like it did anything wrong, but maybe you saw something I didn't. Okay. Outside of a fog, which we will have an answer for. In this case, we don't even need to play our Shadow Rift. Well, that's what we like to see. Well, not anymore, it doesn't, because we've got 2 spell backup here. It's going for the win. I mean, we've got plenty of counter spells here. Discard. Discard. All right. Here we go. Affinity's number. We both kind of had draws there, just barely keepable. It's tough to say no when you see a bunch of draw and your mana's kind of right. It's like, we'll see. Hydroblast in. 2 probe out. I like these. I can Dispel. I'm going to take out a Brainstorm. Hydroblast buys time. Yep. I think this is what I did last time. I should have this written down somewhere, but just kind of playing loosey-goosey today. I don't have all my notes and goods in front of me. Alright, am I missing anything? Might be able to get rid of a Dispel here. We've got 4 Hydroblasts. Hey, Icon, good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. Maybe lose a Dispel and get 1 Missionary in there just to eat some stuff. Yeah, don't know if he's on the Clark Clan Shaman or however you say it. We'll see. So yeah, we're 2-1. We beat Burn, we beat Affinity, and we lost to Stompy, which is Kind of a rare thing, but they had the nuts and then we were kind of searching, so happens. Alright, I like this. I only need one, well, 2 cards if you count the plane there, so we'll keep. Yeah, it's so hard to not play fast when you see like if this hand had a, instead of maybe the circular logic, it was a plane or something, you're like, oh, I got the win. And then the person taps out or they just lack their respect or haven't seen the combo before. It's always tough for me to believe, but I guess it does happen. Ponder. There's our goods. All right. Top. No. Everything's feeling good here. Again, if you had Kiln Fiend in this scenario, you'd want to wait longer to be able to protect it. But the tribe, outside of enchantments and fume spitters and quicksand, there's not many ways to get it without it costing you a card and me a card. But that's why we run for Gush. Hopefully today's show uploads. It is getting maddening. What do you guys say here? Preordain or sit on Hydroblast Logic? I think we preordain. What do you guys think? I vote preordain. Anybody else? It's got an Atog. We can still kill it. Preordain. And Gush in hand. Alright, I'll preordain here. See what goes down. Easily my favorite of the spells we've got, even though it only goes 2. Just never ever dislike seeing preordain. So good. Yeah, like I said, I swear I'm coming down with something or something. I just feel a little like somebody took my brain hostage a little bit. I should have known about the preordain because of what we're obviously drawing into here. So we'll go bottom. Our mana's all right here. Hey, we draw into our combo. Okay. Isn't that funny in this scenario? You almost can discard Hydroblast if we get no pinch. Who would have ever thought? So we've got the circular logic to counter everything else in our combo on the other hand. I really want to see everything tapped out here. But you can see in that last match how Giga Drowse, it's like you look at it and it just feels like a bench player. But boy, there's just those games like that where it just puts your mind at ease. It's like, yep, tap your only out. You got a forest and Moment's Peace in the graveyard, tap that forest. Or like last game, tap that red source. No tricks for you. Come on through. First time pilots of this, a lot of times I'll go a little crazy with the defensive nature of Tireless Tribe. Don't treat these as gold. That's why you have Gush to reset your hand so often. But again, another reason why I just didn't find I like Daze that much. It was mostly just discard fodder. Really want to get a Gitaxian Probe up next. It's so pleasant to just relax. All right, so he's got 1 red source. Now, ideally, this is where you might argue, hey, if you had a Daze, but if you look closely, no, because if you go all out, well, actually, it does work. It does work in this scenario. Daze does work in this scenario. I'm thinking of the going off with the Gush and everything like that. So I want to kill this. I'm going to kill this, and I'm just going to wait because next turn I can drop and have logic backup. Doesn't work that way this time. Or does it? Did I just screw up? No, I played an island. That's what I thought. Okay. So yeah, next turn we'll be able to kind of cast everything and have logic backup. He's got 2 cards in hand. Card Breaker, good to see ya. Thank you for chiming in and for capping up. Pauperganda style. Appreciate that. A lot of people in the house. Hopefully the feed's all good. I know I've been bitching and complaining about Twitch lately. It's just, I'm going to have to really look into that. Maybe I need to reset all my settings or something, but I've been hearing from quite a few of you that Twitch that it's kind of been doing that for a few weeks now, so. Well said, a little fight. Thank you for that. A little confident play there. He's not keeping anybody back. Okay. All right, one card left. All right. We're gonna guess here. Play the land. Inside out. Make sure to use that white mana. He's hell-bent, so pretty sure we got this. Affinity, I've yet to lose to it. On paper, I've thought like, oh, this is gonna be close, and it's always close. I mean, this deck always just finds a way to win, but so far I haven't lost a game to it, or a match, I should say. I'm always ignorant of how you say that correctly. I would urge against going up to 4 circular logics. But, you know, when they're hellbent like this, which is usually the case because decks have to kind of go all in to race the clock or get enough threats out. What we don't like to see here is, somebody has 6 cards in their hand and an untapped field. That's when it's nerve-wracking and you kind of want to wait for like 2 counterspell backup plan or whatnot. So, and sometimes, they go all out and look, we got another trap. Bloop, drop it, problems back next turn. But yeah, I keep kind of waiting for this revelation of like a bad run with this deck. Like, oh yeah, it was too good to be true. But it's like the white Psychotog. I just love it. Been having a lot of fun with it. It's fast, it's slow, it's interactive, it's not, it's kind of everything. Everything good for Magic. Just gotta be careful we don't discard our only counterspell here. And the Giga Drowse for the 21 damage. Hey, you know what? If I was naming this deck, I'd call it Blackjack. Because it usually gets 21 damage is usually what it does. Fling. I'm just going to Hydroblast this to prevent any sort of misclick issues. Weird, I would have thought they would have cast swap stats before all the discarding. I like to play it as a sorcery a lot of times. So we're 3-1, already in even money. This deck's never done worse than 4-1 when I go to these, so hopefully here comes a win. But before we do that, I'm going to go use the facilities, get some water. I encourage you to do the same. Get up, move around, and I'll be right back in just a few minutes, guys. See you for the last round.
I'm talking, of course, about prejudice against astronauts. Please, laugh. It helps the healing. Now, as we all know, NASA has been sending...
intended for man to walk on the moon, then we had been born with cement feet.
I agree. My community does not need astronauts to find gravity in front of my children.
That's right. Driving their moon buggies through our neighborhoods all time of night, playing that theme to 2001 really loud on their Cosmo blasters.
Folks,
Astronauts.
This is a perfect example of what's going on. There is a serious cultural clash in this country. So in the spirit of opening those lines of communication, I'd like to introduce you all right now to a real astronaut, Lieutenant Mike Birchwood. Mike, come on up, Mike. You mind coming up here? Give me a hand.
Watch out! He'll try to stick an American flag in you.
That's not all he'll stick in you.
Look, just because I've spent some time outside the Earth's gravitational pull doesn't mean that I'm different than you.
They can't eat normal food and they're addicted to Tang.
That's not true. I drink Tang because I like the taste.
You like the taste of recycled urine?
That's completely insane.
Astronauts eat breakfast upside down.
I have only eaten breakfast upside down 2 or 3 times since I got back from my last mission.
You folks better